Okay, Netflix anime time. So there's a new one called Dota Dragon's Blood. I liked it. It kind of gave me like Castlevania vibes. Like for Netflix, it's usually a hit or miss for me. Like some shows I think I'll like, but I'm just like, not enough to like me continue watching them. Like they did an animated version of Shira, and like part of me wants to watch it and thinks I'll like it, and I have seen a few episodes, and the other part of me is just like, I don't know. Like if I don't know, just unage appropriate for me to. I'm stupid. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is sometimes shows just seem a little too towards kids that it's actually off-putting. But it's quite clear they were aiming for like teenagers with that one. But this one, it's. I still think the dialogue from Castlevania was far more enjoyable for me, but this is more that than say She-Ra. So I enjoyed it. There's only 8 episodes, which I didn't check how many episodes there were, so like I was like, wait, why aren't you loading the next one? I was like, oh, because it's over, damn it. So it was like 8 episodes. Each episode is like 20 something minutes. Yeah, so Netflix, in case I didn't say it. So basically, how do I describe this show? Our main character. Oh fuck, what was his name? Oh god. It's like Devian. I'm bad at names, okay? Anyway, so yeah, he's a main character, and he's a Dragon Knight, which, as you can probably guess from the title, it's his job to slay dragons. We open with narration about kind of how the whole world of creation fucking started. You're gonna forget all that real quick. I'm gonna let you know right now. You're gonna be like, oh, this sounds interesting, and then they just like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like they made it overly complicated. Because I was like into it, and then they described it like our main villain's name is Terrorblade, and I was just like, I don't know how to describe it, because it's not a horrible name for a villain, but like, I feel like this is a lot of like villain names in shows nowadays. They kind of have a trend when they try to be try-hard, it's like Terrorblade or like Deathblade, and you're just like, I can feel like that awkward teen, like kind of like our version in America of Chinibyo, where like I could feel like, oh god, no. So as soon as I heard Terrorblade, I was like, oh no, you're gonna have to get me back because you lost me for a second there. I just stopped myself because sometimes, like as you can tell, I laugh a lot, I smile a lot, so I don't necessarily like ha 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 like laugh, but I will like you can tell in my voice that I want to laugh, but it's not quite funny enough for me to laugh. That's about where I was. But I was just like, oh god, I mean, that's gonna be fucking Terrorblade. Great, okay. Which they introduced him as this kind of like big baddie, and then they kind of like fuck off for a second while they're doing other shit, and you're just like, but what about Terrorblade? And then he shows up again, and you're like, oh hi, forgot about you for like 5 seconds. Yeah, but there's like other shit going on in the world. But yeah, he's a Dragon Knight. He gets, after our fucking narration of creation, whatever, fuck all shit. Then we're introduced to our main character, Davian. I think his name's Davian the Dragon Knight, and so he's like a like 20s probably, not around their ballpark. They don't ever tell you their fucking age in these shows. You just gotta ballpark it. So I'm going to 20 something, under 30, and you know he kills a dragon, and then they end up finding a dragon nest, and then we have them figure out that there's like an elder worm, I think is what they're called, which is, I'm assuming, adult dragon you don't want to fuck with. And this guy's like, let's go down and kill it. And he's just like, no, the best thing we could hope for is that fucker doesn't wake up. You're a coward. Well, all the Dragonhold can't kill this thing, so we better hope he doesn't wake up. Shut up. Let's go up. Let's not make any noise. Let's go up and pray he doesn't wake up, basically. And then, spoiler alert, the guy that was bitching at him, like, you're a coward, and you gets possessed by a Terrorblade. And, ends up killing the elder worm down there, possesses it, another dragon shows up, and then those two start fighting the dragons. And Tommy's down there like, oh fuck, what's going on here? And then, so while the was Slyrak, I think is the red one's name, and Olderak is the green one that's possessed by Terrorblade. And so he kills, basically possesses it, and then Slyrak, the red dragon, the father of fire, I think they call him, shows up and kind of has to kill him, and like Terrorblade steals Olderak, the green dragon's soul, and Devian and Slyrak, the red dragon, kind of team up for a second to kind of like kill. Well, I said team up, and he describes it as team up later, but like let's be honest, it was basically Slyrak holding this fucker down, Devian going, okay, I should probably kill that because big glowy button showed up, which literally is a giant glow spot on this fucking. It's like, were you watching boss fights from like games where like, gee, I wonder how you kill it. Oh, it's gonna turn around for a second, and then we're gonna see the giant glowy spot we're supposed to stab like 80 times. Like, it feels very much like that. Like, he just kind of comes out of nowhere after watching them like hiding, or well, not so much hiding. It's kind of like he's trying to keep out of the way because like it's two fucking dragons and they're fighting underground, by the way. So he's just like, I should probably stay the fuck out the way. And he's like, okay, I don't trust this thing. This thing just, no, whatever the fuck that thing is, I don't trust it. Because it was a second ago, like, Terrorblade was like, let me possess you. And he's just like, yeah, So, Slack's kind of like holding this other dragon down, or Terrorblade, I guess. Why am I doing that? This makes sense. Terrorblade in dragon corpse form, is like holding his like neck down, so they're kind of fighting, and Donnie just comes out of fucking nowhere, really. It's not like they teamed up, like, you hold him down. Like, no, he just comes out of nowhere and like kind of like runs up the back of Slyrak, which is a red dragon, and stabs the glowy spot in Terrorblade's corpse dragon thingy. And you find out that Terrorblade is obviously not dead. He just killed the body he was in, but he had stolen that dragon's soul, the dragon body he was in, and then Slyrak is like dying, but I guess they don't really fucking die, we learn. And so I mean, it's like, I can't really do anything for you. I can just put you out of your misery. And then I don't know what the fuck happened. And all of a sudden Davian's bleeding from the neck. And I'm like, did it bounce back and hit him? Did he stab him and we didn't see him do it? Like, either way, it was all, because he says, he killed me later on. You're just like, it happened so fast, and he didn't fucking move. What? Okay, because he killed you. And yeah, they kind of fused together, I guess. Which I guess is spoilery, but not really, considering it's pretty fucking obvious. They're like, oh, something happened. And yeah, and so there's that. And then we have fuck, what's her name? I can't remember any of the names. I really need to remember the names. Marana, I think her name was Marana. Is like the princess of these, like, I don't know if she's like an actual princess or it's just kind of like a position she's given. Like, so she's called princess, but I kind of think of more like a priestess than anything of this goddess called Salamene, who is the goddess of the moon. And her magical fucking lotuses get stolen, this goddesses, and of course our princess, goes off with her mute friend Marcy, who Marcy's a badass for not talking. This bitch will fuck you up. Like, she's not mean, she's not rude. You gotta forget she's there, and then she shows up hurting someone, and you're just like, oh yeah, remember you now. Like, she's like the cool sidekick character you forgot about. But like, she's with them the entire time. And so they decide to go get the fucking lotuses. This elf, who I guess worships Mene, which they never really go into who the fuck Mene is. Just that she's probably another goddess, I guess, and that these elves, the one that stole the lotuses, they believe that Salamene is evil or a bad goddess or something. And I don't know how anyone could love this bitch, because let's be honest, she kind of deserves a punch in the face several times over. And yeah, so that's kind of the plot. Is Davian and Terrorblade, as well as Marana and her friend, trying to get back the lotuses to bring back to Salamene. And then another plot of these lotuses being stolen to be given to the this sorcerer or whatever in hopes that he could somehow bring back Mene, their goddess. And then they all kind of converge into one another to become, like, all of them kind of interacting with one another. And then there's also the this other chick that works for Salamene. Apparently they think the other elves are, like, rising up and they don't want to worship her. And basically, Salamene is kind of like this insecure bitch that if no one worships her, she's not okay with that. Like, do you understand? You have to worship her or she'll kill you. She's not okay with that. And then, of course, there's the sorcerer we get later on, and he has his own story and part in it, and I really liked it. Like I said, I definitely will still, yeah, it kind of reminds me more of Castlevania than She-Ra, and how it's, who it's directed towards, like, what audience it's directed towards, if that makes sense. Like She-Ra, I kind of wanted it to be for teens, but it felt more like they were trying to do it to, like, the young adults other than teens. Like, you know how they're trying to be edgy and make it cool like it's for teens, but, like, still, we're saying fudge. Like, do you understand that kind of thing? Where you're like, I can't take you seriously. Yeah, you don't have to swear, but there's certain things that you just, like, they don't actually do that, but that's just how it goes in my head. Like, that's how it feels to me, is how they're trying to be like, we're for, like, the cool kids, the older kids, but really we're not. Like, it feels very much like that, where this is, like, it doesn't feel, like, as hardcore as, like, Castlevania was, but it, like, actually feels like it's more for teens. So it wasn't as off-putting. Yeah, so if you liked Dragon's Dogma or Castlevania, you might like this. So I would check it out. It's on Netflix, only 8 episodes. I'm assuming it's relatively recent, so we're probably not going to get another season until whenever the fuck, if they fucking do it, Netflix, you know. Oh, my lovely dog. Anyway, so yeah, so I would check that out, see what's up your alley, I guess. Like, comment, subscribe, wear your mask, all that stuff. Sorry, I'm, like, distracted by my dog hacking, and not all my thoughts are together, and then that's literally showing on, like, you know how Netflix will go, like, to sleep, and it'll give you, like little picture previews of certain shows. So it's like 100 Days My Prince. I've seen that one. Ricky Historian, Go Hey Wrong. See that one. And I'm just like, I've seen that one. I've seen that one. Eternal Love, the Cherry Blossom one. Oh, that one hurt me. That one hurt me. How much it made me cry. And I just reviews. Oh, yeah. Then we have Heaven's Official Blessing. Did another one for that. So it's like, you've seen this. I'm like, oh, no, I've already seen that one. I knew it. Oh, no, I've already seen that one. That's basically how I'm feeling, because I'm, like, thinking out of the corner of my eye. Because I have a weakness for, like, a certain period in, like, Korean dramas and shit. Like, I love it. So anytime there's anything like that, I'm like, where? When? I've already seen that one? Damn it, I have. You know. Well, technically I could rewatch, but, like, some of these shows are real fucking long, okay? They take a lot out of you. And while it's good and I will recommend it to other people, I don't want to put myself through that again. Like, there are certain shows, like, I really gotta love you to, like, want to watch you again. Anyway, so I'm gonna go now. Or not, you know. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, blah, 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 blah. Be safe and happy, and I don't know what. I don't know how to end these videos. Okay, bye.